What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a bunch of information. I have so much in my brain, so hopefully it comes out in a way that makes sense. Some stuff I want to talk about that's a little bit controversial as well regarding Fortnite Mobile that some players might not totally agree with. By the way, I am sick. That's why the lack of uploads this week. You can hear it in my voice, but I'm going to try my best to keep the energy level high. So you guys probably know, anybody who's been playing the game the past week, that Fortnite Mobile is in a really bad state right now. The worst I've seen it in a few months. A lot of bugs and glitches that were solved came back, and some new bugs and glitches came. And so the game's been almost unplayable. I haven't really been playing the past few days because it's just been too frustrating. First thing I want to do is go over the bugs and glitches. Second, I want to go over what's going to be fixed in the next patch. And then the third thing, we're going to leave the juicy stuff for the end. I want to talk about some controversial stuff and give my opinions. First, the bugs and glitches. This is the main one that's been frustrating me the most. Is I start the game running smooth, and as the game progresses, the frame rate gets worse and worse. It just gets so laggy that by near the end of the match, I can't even build. I'm trying to hit my scope to snipe. It won't scope in. Yeah, it just becomes really laggy. You're just kind of bouncing around. It feels weird. You're getting maybe 20 frames per second, 10 frames per second. It just really gets bad at the end. So just general lag in the game is the thing that's been bad. But let's just go through quickly some of the bugs. These are the ones I'm aware of that I've experienced personally. So I know there's other ones that are out there. If there are, feel free to leave it in the comments. I already talked about it in a previous video, ghost firing. When you quickly switch from an inventory item to a weapon, that weapon will fire. Just so you know, I'm going to say it again in this video. It is a ghost fire. Nobody else can hear it. Nobody else can see an indicator, and no actual bullet comes out of the gun, so your ammo stays the same. It's just an audio glitch for you. The other one I'm getting, like I said, the sniper's not scoping in sometimes. Build glitch. If you quickly switch from, say, a weapon to build mode and you try to lay a wall real fast, you get a build glitch. This was fixed. Kind of. Now it's back. I feel like it's worse than ever, where you just can't get a build down. That's in, let's see. Oh, the glitch where, kind of a bug. Let's say you're doing a medi or you're drinking a shield. Well, they had it where you could rearrange your inventory or drop an item, and you would continue to do that action. Now that's back, where if you go try to drop something else in your inventory or reorder the inventory, all of a sudden you stop doing the action. That's kind of annoying. That glitch came back. I noticed that. The other one that I saw was if you press the edit button, sometimes it won't allow you to edit. The one my brother's been getting, he's just randomly, the game's crashing on him. He's getting network connection loss. He's just randomly getting booted from matches. Those are the big glitches that I know about. The other things that are just kind of annoying, one I already talked about, no indicator for balloons, no sound for balloons, so that's the meta right now. The annoying part about zombies showing footsteps, so you think a guy's close by when they're not. Yeah, so those are kind of the big bugs right now. Ducky the Gamer, who I really like and I've been watching for a long time, I really appreciate him. He made a good video and I'd recommend you watch it. But what was interesting is something happened, and in response to his video, one of the people way up at Epic Games, the director of engineering, actually responded to him, which is huge because Ducky's video was more about how mobile's not feeling any love, and I'm going to talk about that towards the end, and how they really focus on PC, and he was feeling kind of neglected. And it's crazy, the director of engineering responded, which to me means hopefully they have more eyes on the mobile side and see what's going on and actually do some testing and stuff before they just roll out these patches that are game-breaking for the mobile players. But here's what he said is going to be fixed in the next patch. He said in version 7.3, the unable to build after rapidly switching structures, that's going to be fixed. The edit delay, that should be fixed. Balloons missing audio indicators, they're going to add audio indicators for balloons, yay! He also said simultaneous touch limit was 4, now it's 5 on the iPhone and 10 on the iPad. This was basically for people using multiple fingers. If you're touching the screen with multiple fingers, sometimes you wouldn't be able to, that button would not respond because you have too many fingers on the screen. So they've pushed that up so it's going to recognize all those inputs. That's huge. So those are coming in a future patch. No word on the lag and latency issues. That's the biggest frustration for me. That just makes the game really frustrating. Like, you could still play, but it's just not as enjoyable because the game's not running smooth. So now I want to get into the controversial part. And a lot of players I think are going to get frustrated with what I'm about to say. I think it's true. And I did a video on another game and I talked about it, and a lot of people in the hardcore gaming community agreed with me on it, those who are being honest with themselves. But Fortnite Mobile, you have a lot of players, or I would say a subset, a portion of players who take this game very seriously. They're very good at the game, they're very good at building, and they want to play the game at a competitive level. And then you have a lot of people who are just playing the game casually. And the controversial part I'm going to say is Fortnite on mobile is never going to be truly competitive, and we're always going to be the ugly stepchild of PC. It's just the way it is, because, and we'll kind of talk about why, I want to contrast PUBG Mobile versus Fortnite Mobile. PUBG Mobile was developed by, they had two different studios. One of them was Timmy over in China, and another one was Lightspeed and Quantum. Lightspeed and Quantum, that little developer, they're a subsidiary of Tencent. And if there's too much information, this is okay. I just want to give you some background. They developed PUBG Mobile, but they built it separately. It's not the same game as PUBG on Fortnite, so they were able to build a game strictly for mobile. And because of that, you see something very interesting happening with PUBG Mobile. The daily active player base of that game is huge. The game is doing much better than Fortnite globally because you can play it and it's been optimized for lower end devices. Fortnite Mobile is basically, they took the PC game, they brought it over to mobile, plus it's a whole nother beast because on Fortnite Mobile, you actually could play with PC people on PC servers. It's not a game by itself on mobile. So they're constantly pushing content out for PC. Mobile's always lagging behind. They constantly bringing new stuff for PC, which is the flagship version of the game, and then all these bugs get introduced to the game. We've been dealing with bugs and glitches from the beginning, and I just want to let you guys know it's not going to go away. So those of you who are really hardcore into the game, you want to play the game competitively, this is just the reality that you got to come to grips with. Fortnite for mobile is a casual game. One, it has auto fire, you have all these indicators, and then you're always going to have the issue of we're going to have the worst version of the game, the least optimized version of the game, because it's always trying to keep up. If it was built on mobile alone, they wouldn't be pushing out updates as fast. They'd be able to optimize it more, test it more, and get the game just much more optimized for mobile like PUBG Mobile does. But since it has to keep up with PC and console servers, you're always going to have this issue. So I think we need to be honest with ourselves. We can get frustrated sometimes when the game takes a step backwards, but you got to realize what Fortnite is for us is very different because we can play cross-platform. It's a very fast-moving game. There's so much stuff going on, and a lot of mobile devices can't even handle the game. So hopefully that's not too controversial. I don't think it's that controversial, but I know some hardcore players might feel a little disappointed about that. The way I would approach Fortnite Mobile, and kind of what I said to myself a few months ago, is you have to approach it as a casual player. You still want to be good, but just approach it as, this is a casual game I play for fun, and then you won't get as pissed off when there's bugs and glitches. They eventually get ironed out, but the game's not ever going to be perfectly optimized, I guess is what I'm saying. That doesn't mean it's not a good game. It's a great game. I love playing it, but that is the state of it for us mobile players. Hope that makes sense. I've been rambling on too long. Appreciate you guys watching, sticking with me. Don't forget to use creator code ICHASE in the store, and we will see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.